right page. All right, let me get this turned down. All right. Okay, everyone. Hello. I have these lovely plain white sneakers, and I'm going to try to marble them. I prepped them a little bit. I didn't know how well it would stick to the outside of the sole here, that little rubber part, but I went ahead and just covered it up with some painter's tape. I don't know if this is going to work. It doesn't seem to want to stick very well, but at least it'll help a little bit maybe. And I sew a lot, for those of you who don't know, and I make bowls out of, usually I take this cotton roping and I cover it with fabric, and then I sew, make bowls or baskets out of it. Well, I had just a little bit left, and so I wanted to make a coaster and see how that was going to marble. So this is treated and ready. It has been treated with the alum for several days now, so I don't know. They say you should use it within a couple days, so we'll see. It may not take very well because it's just been sitting out. I forgot to do it when I was playing the other night. Hi, Carrie. Welcome. We'll see if I can mess anything up tonight. And I'm going to get my apron on. I'm still in my work clothes, so let me grab that and the paint. I'm going to bring over the, I have my little toothpicks in a little container. I'm just going to use toothpicks tonight. I'm not going to try, any combs or anything like that. I'm just kind of checking the surface of the solution, just to see if there's anything floating. Oh, hi Jennifer, thank you. I'm glad you're here. I've got to get ready for a show this weekend. I'm doing a 2-day show up in the mountains of Idaho, up in the Sawtooth Mountains. I'm very excited about that. And so I thought I'd better get these shoes done, and so I can wear them up there. I had to laugh because they're like, $6 shoes from Walmart or $5 shoes from Walmart. And, they have no arch support in them at all, so I'll have to spend more for the arch support insoles than I did the shoes. But if they look cute, that's all that really matters, right? So we're going to go ahead and get started here. I've been thinking about this all day. I didn't feel well yesterday, and so I was here at the house for most of the day. I did go to work, but I came back because I just did not feel well. And I kept thinking I should get up and do this, but I figured it'd be better if I actually felt well before I started playing with the paint, especially in the house. It was nearly 100 degrees here. I think in some parts of the valley it was 100 degrees, and so it's really hot, so I have to work in the house. One thing about being up in the mountains this weekend is it won't be as hot. You don't have to always, you could put black or some other color first. I usually do white. All this does, it gives it a nice little surface. As we've learned, the more paint that's in the tray, the more intense the colors are. And so if you start off with a white base in the tray that's already colors in there, because if you watch as I put colors in, it will start, they'll start pushing against one another and the colors get more intense. So if I put the white in first, then the next colors get to push against that. And it just helps everything be more intense. Some people do black, some people do, you know, a gray or blue. You can do pretty much whatever you want to. I just usually start with white. And then I did, where did I put that other one? Right here. I made a little bit darker blue. I've kind of started mixing some of the colors. And this is all white, even though some of it looks gray. It's where that's pushed together more, it's going to change the color. So here we're going to, whoo, this comes out quickly. We're going to put this color in. And I'm going to have to put the shoes in kind of like you would do in a shoe box, opposite each other. It appears that they're going to fit, let's see, one like this and then one like this. So once I get everything in here, the whole idea is just to get a lot of paint on the surface so that it's intense and the tray is filled, and then it should manipulate well. That blue, and we'll use this one. I kind of like having all these colors of blue to use. I'm kind of a pink girl, so I'm going to throw some of that in too, but my logo colors are kind of blue, aqua. So I have to, anything I want to wear during the event, I kind of want it to go together. They don't have to be matchy-matchy by any means, but. And now I'll do a little bit of teal. I just love this. It just feels so relaxing and mesmerizing. Then I have one more color of teal. See how this blue here is getting very intense, the other colors, because this teal loves to spread and it will just push everything else out of the way. I was interested to add this last to see if, since it was last, if it pushed as hard being at the end as it does at the beginning. And it does appear to be that way. Let's see. I think I have a little thing of pink. I have two pinks I want to put in here, so let me grab a dropper. I thought I had ordered some little droppers, but I think I changed my mind because I just bought these bottles. I can't decide what I like best to use. I have my little droppers sitting in a jar of water. It doesn't seem to help them at all, but okay, let's see. We will add, I think I'll do the darker pink first. And then the last one I'll add is the lighter pink. Now look at how that spreads compared to that teal that I just put in. Hardly at all. Isn't that just amazing how that happens? It's just the different properties of the paint. Thank you, Samantha. Welcome. I find it very relaxing too. I could just stand here and manipulate paint all night long. All right, and now I'm going to add a little bit of the light pink. And since the dropper had some of the dark pink in it, these two are kind of going to be blending. They won't blend together, but they will both be in the drop. Now as I said, I wrapped the rubber part of the sneakers with painter's tape. May or may not keep the paint off that part of it. We'll see. And then I put, just shopping bags, those plastic shopping bags. I wadded a couple up and put them in Ziploc baggies and filled the toe. So it kind of keeps it pushed out. Oops, and then I just put those lids on the wrong paint, but I guess that's okay. All right, so now we're going to manipulate. You know what I'm going to do? I had a plastic fork sitting in a cup right behind me, so I was going to try that. I really don't like the way that's moving the paint too much, but we'll work with it now that we've got it started. And I can do this, and then I can come back if I wanted to and do some more drops of paint. Oh, I guess I should have put out a paper towel or something. Okay, it's kind of nice working here in the kitchen. Everything's right here. We're just gonna go back and forth this way with just the toothpick. Now there's no way that both of the shoes are gonna end up being the exact same. And I'm gonna come right down the side with just a few little drops, and then down the other side. I almost started down the center, and then I remembered that the shoes are going to be out to the side, like this when they go in, so. Alright, now I want to swirl this. I think it was prettier before I started messing with it. So now I think there's too much. There. We're going to have to do this some more. I don't like the way it's looking. Getting the dropper again. I'm going to use some of the, whoops, little cap is way down on top of the dropper. I couldn't get any paint up. Okay. Alrighty, get the lids back on here. My poor little containers are all messy. That's funny, Carrie. Does it need more? Do you think it needs anything? Does it need more teal maybe? Or should I just leave it alone and print the darn things? Maybe a little more white? See, I completely covered the surface in white when I started, and look how it's almost gone away. It pushed all to the outside. I always forget, I should probably also try to put some black in there, but I have that really dark blue, so let's see if I can move some of that out here. I know the shoes are white, so I really don't need a lot of that. Okay, I'm kind of liking that. What do you think? Yep. How do you think that looks? I like this. I think we're going to go with this. We're going to save the coaster for last because I'll just put a little bit more paint in here and then we'll try that. So let's see if I can do this without dropping a shoe into the paint and disrupting the whole surface. Okay, I'm nervous. I'm nervous, guys. Here we go. Oh. All right, there's one. Look at that. What do you think? And again, I forgot to get something to drip it onto as I get it over to the sink. I want to keep it on that side so I don't disturb. All right, that one's in the sink. Oh, I love it. Okay, let's see if I'm going to rinse my hands off. Okay, try not to get paint on every single towel in my kitchen. Okay, so now we're going to do the other side, or the other shoe. So here we go. And there's shoe number 2. And what I've noticed is that, oh, my hand is shaking. I was so nervous. This one is a little fractured. I think when I broke the surface with the first shoe, it kind of disturbed all of the rest of the paint. So this one seems a little less intense than the other one, but we'll see how it dries. So I'm excited. I'll see if I can grab the other one gently and get it up here so you can see the difference. One definitely has, now they're facing the wrong way, but one definitely has more paint than the other one. And had I done it again, if I do these again, I'll know to do one shoe and then redo the surface, same colors, different design, and then do the others. So there's my shoes. I am so excited. So now I have shoes and a hat. And now, whoops, I used the wrong towel and I have paint on the towel now. So now I'm just going to add some more color here. And I'll do my coaster. I think it would be hard to do both at the same time. You'd be surprised how much resistance there is. I guess if I had a bigger container, I might be able to get them both in at the same time. There's a lot of resistance pushing against you when you're dipping the shoes. The water, as you know, has a little bit of thickener in it, and it really, the surface tension you can definitely feel when you're trying to drop something into it. I noticed that when I did my hat. Let's see, let's put a little orange in here. All right. And a little bit of yellow. Yes, I agree. You know, I wonder about headbands though, if it would work nicely, because it would be, well, I guess you could roll it a little bit. You'd have to hold it tight and then have to have it in a long container. And I don't know how you would roll it evenly to get it all the way around. But if it was just one of the hard ones, not the fabric stretchy ones, then you could just rock it right in there. That would work really cool. Oh, that's neat. I like that idea. Okay, a little bit of white. You know, I think I know what it is. When I took the paint off the surface, when I did the first shoe, that released some of the pressure that the other paint was pushing against on, you know, that relieved some of that pressure. And that's why that looked different when I took it out. It just dawned on me right now that that's probably why it looked like that. Yeah, bows would be cute. You know, I can actually do flowers too. So, okay, here goes the coaster. Let's see, where do I want it? Okay, I see right where I want it. I want it to go right here. So there it is. Now this rope is not solid white, it's a little bit off-white. So it won't be as crisp as some of the others that are done white. I can get white rope, I just didn't have it. This is already what I had in my drawer or in my cupboard, because this was left over from a different project. So there's a fun little coaster. It's so fun. I wish I had something else to put in here, but I don't. The next thing I want to try, I'm just going to set this in the sink and rinse my hands. The next thing I want to try is a terracotta pot. I just want to get a small one, and then I can, because your tub has to be as deep enough, and I have to put those in kind of on the side at first and then set it up and bring it this way. So that's my next goal. I had one in my hand the other day, and then I wasn't sure about the size of the pot, so or the container, what I was going to use. So I thought, no, I better just focus on getting ready for my show this weekend rather than play too much. But I did want shoes, so now I have shoes. But that's all for tonight. If you have any questions, hopefully I can answer them for you. Go ahead and leave them in the comments, and I will check later. I should be able to at least give you a sneak peek when I get up to my event on Friday. I'm going to go up Friday, and once I'm all set up, the event doesn't open until Saturday, so I'll try to do a little bit of a video and show you what it looks like up there, and it's absolutely breathtaking. You can look it up on the map if you're so inclined. It's Stanley, Idaho, and up in the Sawtooth Mountains. So I guess that's all for tonight, everyone. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon. Take care and stay crafty. Bye. Yes, actually, lampshades. I see the comment. They do lampshades, and sometimes they do it on paper first and then wrap lampshades. But you'd need a great big, well, I have a long tub, because you'd want to roll it down the tub, kind of. But okay, don't get me going. I've got to get off here so I can get ready. So bye, everybody. Ideas are flying. Talk to you soon.